You know that person who never asks for help? The one who says, I've got it, even when they're drowning? Yeah, that's not strength. It's usually something much deeper. If you're someone who feels uncomfortable relying on anyone, welcome. You're about to feel very seen. Today we're breaking down the psychology of hyper-independence, the survival strategy society calls strong, but psychology calls a trauma response. Here's the thing. Most people are wired for interdependence. Their nervous system relaxes when support is available. But hyper-independent people, their nervous system does the opposite. When someone offers help, it doesn't feel comforting. It feels dangerous. Psychologists connect this to attachment theory, first introduced by John Bowlby. If early trust was broken, your brain learned one rule: dependence equals risk. So you adapted. You became self-sufficient, not because you wanted to, because you had to. Let's break this down. 1. Hyperindependence is a nervous system strategy. Research in trauma psychology shows chronic stress reshapes the amygdala and prefrontal cortex. When help was inconsistent growing up, your brain stopped expecting rescue. It built self-reliance instead. This isn't pride, it's pattern recognition. Your brain says, if I handle it alone, I control the outcome. That feels safer. 2. Trust feels like losing control. Hyper-independent people often equate vulnerability with weakness, but studies on vulnerability by Brené Brown show the opposite. Connection requires exposure. The problem? Your brain associates exposure with past disappointment. So when someone says, let me help you, your mind translates it as, they might fail me. And disappointment feels worse than exhaustion. So you choose exhaustion. 3. You were probably the mature one early. Many hyper-independent adults were emotionally self-reliant children. Maybe you handled your own problems. Maybe you comforted others. Maybe no one noticed when you struggled. So you stopped showing struggle. Psychologists call this parentification. You learned competence early, but competence came with isolation. Now, let's be honest. Hyper-independence looks powerful. You're reliable, capable, respected. But internally, you're tired. Because humans are biologically wired for co-regulation. Oxytocin, the bonding hormone, lowers stress when we feel supported. If you reject support, you miss that biological reset. And long-term, that leads to burnout. Here's the quiet truth. Your independence isn't fake. It's real strength. But real strength evolves. The next level isn't doing everything alone. It's choosing who is safe enough to help. That's not weakness. That's selective trust. And that's maturity. You're not cold. You're not arrogant. You're not too much. You're someone who learned survival early. But survival isn't the same as safety. And learning to receive help, that might be the strongest thing you ever do. So tell me, are you the I've got it type? Or are you learning to say, I need help? Drop it in the comments. And if this hit deeper than expected, subscribe.